screen is visible now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so Chandrakapali is here again asking to Maharshi Gherand the question, Nari Shuddhim, why it is important to do the Nari Shuddhi and what are the ways, what are the different techniques, what are the different ways through which we can just do the Nari Shuddhi pranayam. By answering his question, Maharshi Gherand is explaining his statement. First question is how is Nadi Shuddhi to be done? Second question is what is its form? And I want to listen all the things in the detail. So the Mahasi Gherand is here basically explaining ki whatever the waste products is like toxicities in inside our nadi, it is prevailed till the Shatkarma and Asana. But if these nadis cannot have not been purified before the practicing of pranayam, you will never get siddhi or you will never get perfection in pranayam till you didn't have done. In Hatha Yoga Pradipka, Nari Shuddhi is told to be done for 3 months, but in some of the other texts, they have told ki if you do Nari Shuddhi for the 6 month, so the duration is different in varying from text to text. So there are basically two types of Nadi Shuddhi technique, which is here he is explaining. One is the Samanu and one is the Nirmanu. Okay, so I will just show you with the notes. Can you see it?
Yes, ma'am.
So here he's talking about the Nari Shuddhi. Nari Shuddhi, there is two technique. One is the Samanu, the another is the Nirmanu. Samanu is the technique through which we are cleansing our Nari with the help of Bij Mantra. Bij Mantra of the chakras are there na, La, Lam, Vam, Ram, Yam, Ham. So not all the Bij Mantra, but on the focused Bij Mantra related to that we are trying to clean our uh, question has already came in the exam. This question has ditto same to same has came in the exam. What are the two types of nari shuddhi? So, sometimes you will ask nirmanu means what does nirmanu means. Sometimes you may be asked what does samanu means. So nirmanu means by the shat karma or the dhoti karma. Specifically they mentioned dhoti karma. By Nirmanu, you can clean your nadi by doing the dhoti karma, but in the Samnu, it's by the help of Bij mantra. What is the ratio? Inhalation, it is always 1 is to 4 is to 2. The simplest version is 1 is to 4 is to 2. Here, the first day you can start with the 16, 16 for the 64, and 16 to the 34. The same you can just go with that. Okay, so here I will explain now from the text. So he is explaining about the detail of the pranayam. Now you can just go with the simpler one. Yam. Here they have used the bees mantra. You can just inhale through the Chandrabag. You have to inhale from the left nostril by chanting, repeating the Bij mantra Yam for 16 times, and just try to hold the Bij mantra inside for the 64 times. And then with exhalation, you have to repeat the same Bij mantra 32 times by performing Rechak. Write it down, everyone. You have to chant the Bij mantra Vayu, and Vayu is representative of the Anahat chakra. In this time, you have to inhale and just repeat Bij mantra for the 16 times. Second, you have to perform Kumbhaka. You have to hold the breath and you have to again chant the mantra for 62, 64 times. And then you have to exhale. And while exhaling, you have to chant the mantra for the 32 times. Okay, got it, everyone? So
Yes,
this is
ma'am.
the ratio. So in this way you can do the cleansing of all the chakras. Sometimes it's a thumb also, sometimes it's a worm also, and whatever is the technique, you can just read in detail. But the main in the view of taking the exam, the main thing is you have to just go with the lung, and the ratio is 1 is to 4 is to 2. And samanu means basically with the Bij Mantra, and Nirmanu means cleaning of your bodies through Dhauti Karma. Anybody telling something?
No, no, nothing, ma'am. The same thing. Samanu is with Bija Mantra and Nirmanu is with Bhauti.
Dhauti Karma. Okay, so these were the two techniques which has been explained by Maharshi Gherand for Nadi Shuddhi. Okay, now moving to the next. Next is the now you can this question is also very important. What is the reference number of pranayam? What is the reference number, guys? Batao. In which chapter pranayam is
525.
there? Hmm?
Fifth.
Fifth chapter, ma'am.
This thank you for remembering me. This question has already repeatedly coming. कि they will be asking you कि according to Gherand Samhita आसन कौन से स्थान पे है, according to sometimes हठ योग प्रदीप का प्राणायाम कौन से स्थान पे है. So according to the chapter you should remember the sequence. Okay, don't confuse, because this is confusing question. कि sometimes they in बताओ हठयोग प्रदीपिका में प्राणायाम का कौन सा स्थान है?
Chapter number 2, ma'am.
2.
2. Very good. And in Gherand Samhita
5.
5. 5.
it's 5. So the number slok is 5/46. So here sloka is Sahita Surbhedascha Ujjayi Sitali Tatha Bhastrika Brahmdi Musha Kevli Cha Ashtakumbhaka. So there is two different pranayam in Hatyopadipka and Gherand Samhita. So there it is सूर्यभेदनम उज्जाई च शीतली शीतकारी तथा वस्त्रिका ब्राह्मणी मूर्छा प्लावनी च अष्टकुंभका. So Sahit and Kevli pranayam is not there. So just make just it's 100, make yourself 100% sure you should know this slok. Just tomorrow on Sunday I will listen this slok from everyone. This is Sahita Surbhedash Ujjayi Sitali Tatha Vastrika Brahmdi Murcha Kevli Just Kumbhaka. Okay. So starting from the Sahit Pranayam. Sahit Pranayam is also, this is the first pranayam, and again here Maharshi Gherand is explaining कि till you have not done your Nadi Shuddhi, you have not to start the Sahit Pranayam. One more thing is specified here. These pranayams are in the sequence that also has some meaning why this pranayam is in this sequence only, because he's explaining in the later sloka that if you not get advancement or perfection in Sahit pranayam, you will not be able to do the Surya Bhedi. Okay, if you are not getting advancement in the Surya Bhedi, you will not be able to do it. So pranayam and start doing it. It has a proper sequence and it has a meaning there. So just whenever you are teaching somewhere or just giving someone explanation, just make yourself remember this thing. So Sahit pranayam is also of two types, Sagarv and Nigarv. So in the Sagarva pranayam is practiced with the Bij mantra, and Nigarva pranayam is practiced without Bij mantra. I will show you with the help of figure. Am I audible, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I will show you with the help of the figure. So this is the Sahit Pranayam. Sahit Pranayam is having two types. I will just explain you in a shorter way. One is the Sagarbha Pranayam and the second is the Nigarbha Pranayam. Sagarbha Pranayam is done with the help of Bij Mantra and Nigarbha Pranayam is done without the Bij Mantra. Okay, so when you just go with this, when you talk about the ratio is same here also. 16 is to 64 is to 32. In a simpler way, it's 1 is to 4 is to 2. So what he is explaining here, when you are inhale deeply, when you are inhaling deeply, you have to chant the Bij mantra okay, and you have to imagine about the Brahmaji. There are three gods here: Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. So here Vishnu is also represented as Krishna. So when you are just inhaling, repeat the Bij mantra for 16 times by keeping in view, by bringing your whole consciousness on Brahma, and Brahma is filled with the Rajogun, Raj. Okay, Brahma is filled with the Rajogun. And then you have to retain the breath for the by just keeping in view the another Bij mantra U for the 64 times. At this time, you have to keep the awareness on the Vishnu, and the Vishnu is fulfilled with the whole body is the filled with the Satogun. And last, while exhaling, you have to just keep the awareness or consciousness on the Lord Shiva by focusing the Bij mantra Ma for the 32 times. And the Shiva is filled with the Tamas Guna. Here, Raj, Sat, Tam. So Raj is Brahma, Vishnu is Shat, Shiva is Tam. And by simpler verification, you can understand a, u, ma. And in this way, same way, you have to do the alternate nostril breathing continuously. Okay. So this is the Sagar Pranayam. Everyone understand it? सबको समझ में आ गया?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. So second one is the Nigarbha Pranayam, and the Nigarbha Pranayam is done without the Bij mantra. So in this, he is explaining you have to do the simple inhalation and exhalation, but not you have to retain any Bij mantra or chant any Bij mantra. So in the same slok, he is explaining about the what is the Uttam Dhyan, Madhyam Dhyan, sorry, Madhyam Pranayam and Adham Pranayam, the different three classifications of the pranayam. So in the first, he is again the question has came here, and sometimes people get confused this matra with this matra. 1664 that I know the question has came in the 2022-20 exam. So here you can just go with the matra is different here. For the Uttam Pranayam, इसमें क्वेश्चन ऐसे था कि कितना प्राणायाम श्रेष्ठ प्राणायाम है, उत्तम प्राणायाम है. It's a 20. In this, I will start from the lower side. Adham pranayam is done by the basic practitioner, and its count is 12. And in this, you get the sweating all over the body. In the Madhyam Pranayam, it's around 16, and you get a little bit of vibration, especially in your spine region. You can feel the tremblance of the prana to the upside region, flow of prana in the internal spine. So kampan is there, a little bit of vibration is there. So it's considered under the Madhyam Pranayama. And last is the Uttam Pranayama. And its count is 20. So in this, your body by the effect of pranayama, your body is getting more and more lighter so that you will be able to flow in the air. Okay, you will be completely upside. So these are the three differences of Nigarbha Pranayam, and don't confuse with the Matra. Matra is different in all of the two. Okay, so just accordingly remember 12, 16, 20. In the upper side, it says 16, 64, 32. Okay, can we move to the next?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so next is the Surya Bhedi Pranayam. Sonia, how is Surya Bhedi is done?
Inhale from the right and exhale through the left.
And anything else? Okay, this is good. So inside Kumbhaka, they have been describing about after the Sahid Kumbhak, there is a description of Surya Veda. In Surya Veda, you have to breathe in deeply through the Surya Nari, that is your right nostril, and you have to apply here Jalandhar Bandh. According to Slok, you have to apply Jalandhar Bandh. So don't confuse in exam. Okay, until the whole body from nail to the hair on the head begins to sweat. उस ब्रीथ को जब तक तब तक अंदर रोक के रखना है जब तक आपका पूरा शरीर पसीने से ना भर जाए. And the meaning is here means you have a good capacity of retention of breath. So after that you have to exhale it from the left nostril. Okay, so this is the technique of Surya Bhedi in Gherand Samhita. So this is, now the question will come, in which pranayam there is mentioning of pran and um, upaprana. So the only answer is Surya Bhedi pranayam. In Gherand Samhita, in the sloka itself, he is explaining about the five kinds of prana, panchvaiva and panch upvaiva. And what's their function also, they've been explaining. But the single two benefits of Surya Bhedi pranayam is, first one is the Jara Mrityu Vinasak. It destroys the old age and death. Second is the Dehanal Vivardhanam. It arises your Kundalini. Okay. So, what are these are the five prana you all know. In while teaching Gorak Science, I have explained you in a detailed way. Prana, Apan, Saman, Udan, Vyan, and the five pranas are the Nag, Kurm, Krikal, Devdat, and Dhananjay. These are the 10 upaprana. These are all helping in the just making our body system work. So, one by one I will. First slok is Hridi Prano Vahe Nityam. Means the pran ka sthan kya hai? This question has also came in the exam. You may be asked according to the particular text, what is the sthan of that prana? Sometimes in the if you read the Yoga Upanishad, वहां पे थोड़ा सा डिफरेंट है इन पांचों प्राणों की और उप प्राणों की जो स्थिति है ना द प्लेस is a little bit different in the Yoga Upanishad. So now I think you are reading the Upanishads now. So be careful, and where it is different, just make a separate note for that. Okay, I'm just aware, making you aware already. So prana is in the heart region, apana is in the anal region, samana is in the navel region, udana is in the throat, and vyana is in the whole body. So these were the five prana and these five upaprana. When you talk about what is the function, nag is for the belching purpose. Kurm is for the twinkling of your eyes. That is the nimesh and unmesh. Krikal is the sneezing. Devdat is the yoni. And Dhananjaya, it remains in our body after the death also. This question has also came in the exam. कौन सी प्राण वायु है जो शरीर में मृत्यु उपरांत भी पाई जाती है? The prana which remains in our body after death also. The answer is, Anita ji, answer is
Dhananjay.
Dhananjaya.
yes, good. So the answer is Dhananjaya. So Surya Bhedi is the pranayam which is explaining about the five prana and five upaprana. There are two benefits of Surya Bhedi pranayam: Jara Mrityu Vinasak and Kundalini Jagran. Got it, everyone? This is very simple. And how you have to do the Surya Bhedi? You have to inhale from the right nostril. You have to do the Jalandhar one till you get sweating all over the body, and then exhale from the left. So while talking about the contraindications, those who already, because right nostril is for the Surya, means heat, and those who are already suffering from such kind of symptoms should not be given prescription for this pranayama, such as fever, constipation, external heat, suffering from heart disease, hypertension, high blood pressure, hyperthyroid, anything of which will increase the pitta or hyper in our body, everything should be contraindicated. So in the winters, it's the best practice to be suggested, and sometimes it's also very beneficial for the people who are depression. The depression patient can also be uh, given the Surya Vedi pranayama. Next is the Ujjayi breathing. Okay, Ujjayi is very simple. How is Ujjayi done, Anita ji?
Yes, ma'am. We should with inhale through our teeth, ma'am, and exhale through
Teeth.
nose.
Mm, anyone else?
Ma'am, inhale air through both the nostrils until it reaches the throat and the heart, then hold and empty, apply Jalandhara Bandha, then hold the breath per the capacity, and then exhale through the left nostril.
Name the pranayam which can be performed anytime while walking, sleeping, eating, anytime. चलते
Ujjayi.
फिरते कभी भी
Ujjayi.
कर सकते हो. Yes, this is the very important question, and I think two times already the question has came in the exam. So Jai is the only pranayam which can be performed anywhere and anytime. Okay, so you have to inhale the external layers. You were right, through nostril, and you have to suck the internal air. थोड़ी सी आवाज के साथ लेना है ब्रीदिंग ना, ऐसे थोड़ी सी एक आवाज क्रिएट करते हुए, एक वाइब्रेशनल साउंड होना चाहिए आपके फेरिंग्स और लैरिंग्स के बीच में, सो दैट वो एयर तब तक अंदर लेना चाहिए हार्ट एंड थ्रोट को टच करे, एंड आफ्टर डूइंग द कुंभका, then you have to exhale it out. Okay, this is called the Ujjayi. So in the sloka, they are explaining about the benefit. There are more benefit here. Amavata, Chaya, Kaso, Jwara, Paliha, Na Vidyate, Jara Mrityu Vinashaye, Cho Ujjain Sadhitnana. So here, disease from cough imbalances, nervous and digestive disorders do not manifest. Disease like arm vata, tuberculosis, respiratory disorders, fever, spleen related. This question I think also came in the match the following in the therapeutic point of view कि अगर किसी को spleen related कोई issue है तो which pranayam should be suggested. Okay, so the answer is Ujjayi.
Ujjayi.
So another day again maintaining the same benefit, old age and death. I think 70 or 60% of the sloka contain the same benefit, old age and death. Okay. So the next is the Shitali Pranayam. You all know Shitali Pranayam very well. So you have to make you have to just make a cup of your tongue, like twist your tongue, and you have to suck the air through the tongue and take the air inside. You have to hold, and you can just keep one thing in mind. In every pranayam, Kumbhak is done. So no pranayam is there in the Gherand Samhita, which is without kumbhak. What does it indirectly means? Means these are for the advanced practice. Now those who can hold the breath for the longer times. So you have to inhale from the mouth, exhale from the nose. You all know um, you can according to sloka, you can just relieve from the digestive disorder, and cough and pitta disorder also do not ho. Ajirnam kapha pitam cha naiv tasya prajayate. Okay, so these are the two benefits which can you benefited from by doing shitali pranayama. So you all know it is very beneficial in the heart disease, blood pressure, acidity problem, mental or emotional problem. It just increases the free flow of prana throughout the body. So as a mental tranquilizer, also relaxation, also it can be used for the relaxation also. So but it is also suggested कि आप किसी polluted area में इसको practice मत करो, like if there is a pollution nearby you, so just don't suck directly the breathe inside, so try to do in a fresh surrounding. Next is the Vastrika pranayam, bellow breathing. How does Vastrika is done, Aarti ji?
Yes, ma'am.
How is Vastrika done?
Ma'am, Bastrika is inha- inhale through the left nostril, exhale through the right nostril forcefully.
Hmm.
Yes, it's a lohar ki dhonkni, like pressure will be like that. Lohar ki dhonkni. The sound will be creates like that.
Usha ji?
Ma'am, breathing in and out forcefully through both nostrils.
Yes, the technique is different. Of the technique of Bhastrika Pranayam is different in Hatha Yoga Pradipika and in Gherand Samhita. Okay, so just be clear. You explained Anita ji right, but the technique is according to the Hatha Yoga Pradipika. You are right. So what is telling in the Gherand Samhita? You have to breathe in and out. Okay, forcefully inhaling and exhaling through both the nostril, feeling and emptying your abdomen like a bellow of a blacksmith. Initially, you can just repeat like 20 times, then hold the breath, and again you have to just try to here also after doing 20 times also you have to hold the breath, see how much breathing capacity you have needed. But the again in a explanation he is explaining ki as a learner those who are doing initially they can feel a little bit of dizziness or sometimes um, a heavy head or sometimes a headache also initially in the head because of the fast breathing. So initially they can be suggested for doing a little bit 10 times and then again relax, go for a longer deep breathe and then again repeat it. So you have to do it 20 times and for the at one time it should be done 3 times. Okay. So it is according to slow. So just learn it. You have to repeat it 20 times, then hold the breath and at one time you have to do only thrice.
Which is
So
20 into 3, right, ma'am? 20 into 3, 20 repetitions and
yes,
3 times.
repetition. Okay. So by doing this you can be in a complete state of a disease or disorder free and your health can be increased by day. Okay, so this was the simple. You can completely achieve a disease-free state of your body. So in the precaution, as I explained, कि some people get fainted, some got excessive perspiration or a nauseous sensation. और कई लोगों को आपने देखा होगा ना कि you have observed कि बहुत फास्ट करते हैं, आपको उनको देख के भी डर लग जाएगा ये क्या कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि जो टीवी में देखते हैं या if they learn from the YouTube, that is not the run. क्योंकि every person is different and everybody is having different medical conditions, so the technique cannot be same for everyone. This is the very simple common thing to understand us. So you have to always keep in the mind whenever you are dealing with the patients. So these things should be violent respiration, facial contortion, excessive shaking of the body. Sometimes the person gets red faced. So these things should be avoided. And the person who are having high blood pressure, heart disease, hernia, gastric ulcer, stroke, epilepsy, or retinal problem, glaucoma or vertigo should be contraindicated with these practices. Okay. Next is the Brahmari Pranayam, everyone's favorite. It's a very simple one. Hummingbird breathing. You have to do which mudra?
Sanmukhi Mudra.
Shanmughi Mudra.
And what Sanmukhi Mudra is been told in Gherand Samhita? Sonia?
Sanmukhi Mudra, ma'am.
Acha. Where is Sanmukhi Mudra in
Yoni
Gherand
Mudra.
Samhita? Ah, good.
Yoni Mudra.
Sa- Sanmukhi Mudra is also called the Yoni Mudra. That is the humming bee breathing. So, Brahmi pranayam also plays a very important role in Hatha Yoga. It is helpful in the samadhi also. It is helpful in the nad sadhana also, and it itself is a kind of pranayam also. So initially he is talking about how to do. So first you have to be sit in a quiet place where there is no disturbance or sound is there, and you have to practice inhalation and then breathe retention while closing the ears with the hands, and with exhalation you have to produce the sound of a bee. Then here he is explaining about there are two types of nad basically na ahat nad, and the second one is the anahat nad. So here he is explaining about the some of the nad which the yogi can listen. Initially he can listen the sound of a grasshopper, that is the jhingur, then the sound of a flute, then the sound of thundering of clouds, cymbal or small drum, then the humming sound of bees, bell, a big gong. Here I will find it better if you remember this. अगर आप लोग इसको याद कर पाओ तो प्लीज कर लो, because the question coming in this way कि you have to arrange it, कि पहले क्या सुनाई दिया, उसके बाद क्या सुनाई दिया, उसके बाद क्या सुनाई दिया. Means first actually the sequence is different in Hatha Pradipika also and Gherand Samhita also. So you have to, because Nada Anusandhan इन्हीं दो books में है, but one Upanishad also is there, but when you talk about the Hatha Yoga, the sequence is different. And I know कि exam में already question came, you have to, so just I will request कि if you can remember this sequence in a Sanskrit word, so it will be more easier for you, because in English sometimes synonyms can be changed and you will be confused there while answering. So the Sanskrit word will not change. So just try to remember this. Okay, note it, sign, note it down, and just remember it, everyone. So here again, one more thing very, very important is there. This question is also came in the exam. Ki you have to explain in a sequence way. Here he is in the sloka itself. He is giving ki dhyana is 8 times superior to jap, and tap is 8 times superior to dhyan, and music is 8 times superior to tap. So here in this way, you can just make a increasing order multiplying by 8, 8, 8. Got it, everyone? I will just go with the slope also. See, japa dast gunam dhyanam, dhyana dast gunam tapa, tapsu ast gunam ganam, ganat param nahi, nahi. So here it is said, dhyana is 8 times superior to jap, tapas is 8 times superior to dhyan, and music is 8 times superior to the tap. So there is nothing greater than the music. Here music means the nad, not the western or hip hop music. It's the nad. Okay. So again here he is explaining, here nad yoga is explained under Brahmari pranayam. So here one more important thing is there. Brahmari should not be performed while lying down. Okay, never ever Brahmari pranayam should be done while lying down. And basically the people who are suffering from ear infection should not practice this. And if have any kind of heart disease, suffering from heart disease, they can do Brahmari pranayam, but not with the breathe retention. Breathe retention should not be suggested for them. So, various researches has been already done on the Brahmari Pranayam ki it is helpful in increasing the quality of life, life expectancy, releasing the stress, anxiety, and all kind of psychological disorders. It's a good for the sleep apnea, insomnia, and many more disorders. So it's very familiar to everyone. So be well with that. Next is the Mursha pranayam. Mursha pranayam is a fainting pranayam or the swooning pranayam. Okay, simply what you have to do, it's a kind of you have to take your head up, like making a 40, like a little bit 45-degree angle from the initial. Just take it a little bit upside, and you have to bring your dhyana, your concentration on a Bhrumad. Okay, applying Sambhavi Mudra. You have to inhale deeply and try to hold the breath in this condition, in this head state only. And after your completing your retention, you have to bend down and just you have to exhale very very slow breathing, exhale very slowly. तो अभी आप कभी सुबह में करके देखना, you will feel थोड़ा सा चक्कर आने लगता है, you will feel a little bit of faintness. So this basically as a beginner you should not do without getting expertise in prior pranayams, but for one time experience you can do it. So here you have to do applies eyebrow center. Later he is explaining about the it's a Sambhavi Mudra. So after getting accomplishment in the Mursha Kumbha or bliss, bliss can be certainly attained. Here bliss is yoga the Anand, yoga Anand. The high, the highest bliss can be achieved by Mursha Pranayam. Got it, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Now last is the Kevali Pranayam. Kevali is a very simple pranayam. Here it is explaining about the Hans Mantra or Soham Jap or Ajapa Gayatri Mantra. It's the Kevali. In Gorak Samhita we have read now, in a whole day automatically we are just doing 21,000 of 600 breaths per day automatically, not sometimes it's knowingly, sometimes it's unknowingly. So with hum we are exhaling, with so we are inhaling. So hum so or so hum, these breathing is continuously doing. So this is a kind of Kevali pranayam. One another thing here is explaining very important कि ये question पहले भी आया है कि अंगुल means how much longer your prana is going in when you talk about the pranic healing, it's all about the aura. So how much length your aura is. So here he is explaining in the sloka even कि when you are exhaling your prana width is 96 angul. Okay, and basically with you just whenever you are exhaling, its natural is 20 to 12 angles, but according if you get the question in the exam, the answer is 96 angul. Okay, everyone. So here the pranayam finishes. Done.
Yes, ma'am.
Can we move? So moving to the next, we'll go for the dhyana. Okay, so the basically there are three types of dhyana is explained in Gherand Samhita. Sthul dhyana, Jyotir dhyan, that is also called Tejomay dhyana, and last is the Sukshma dhyana. First one is the Sthul dhyana, Jyotirmay dhyana, and the third one is the Sukshma dhyana. When you there are when you we will start with the Sthul dhyana. When you talk about the sthul dhyana, sthul means metaphysical things which we can see outside and which we can see, we can imagine also inside our body also. Okay. So here he is explaining ki when you sthul dhyan can be done at two places. First one is the Anahat Chakra. Second one is the, is the screen visible to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Just don't get emotional with the figure. So, first one is the Anahat Chakra, and the second one is the Sahasrara Chakra. Okay, so here he's explaining कि it's a kind of ध्यान where there is explanation. आप लोगों में से किसने योग निद्रा किया है? निरंजनानंद सरस्वती, श्री निरंजनानंद सरस्वती के द्वारा जो योग निद्रा है, किया है आपने कभी?
No, ma'am.
अरे बाप रे, it's too bad. सबने मास्टर किया है योगा में?
Niranjananand, Bihar School of Yoga, ma'am.
हम्म.
I did that, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I will show you, send you today video. Before sleeping, everyone do this yoga nidra today, so that you will early morning start with the fresh mind. Okay, everyone today do that. If I don't send, just let me remember. Okay, so the first one is the Anahat Chakra. So he's explaining here, Maharshi Gherand, you have to imagine like you, around yourself there is a river. In that one mountain is there in which you are sitting on a mrigchal, and there is a tree. Various trees are there. One tree is there that is called the Kalpa Vriksha, and it has four branches, and these four branches are represented as the four Vedas: Rig Veda, Yajurveda, Samveda, Atharveda. And there are sea is there, white metals are there, pearls are there, and
Ma'am, we can't hear you, ma'am. Ma'am, are you there? Manoj will stay for a few minutes and then probably if she's not joining, then we'll leave. Should we message in the group and check if she would like to join?
I messaged her, but she's not able to respond because I think there is network issue.
Should we drop off then?
With the message, we can.
Yeah, we'll put a message in the group and then drop off.
Yes.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, I think she's not able to respond.
No, she's typing. She
Okay,
says
okay.
she says no. So we should wait.
Yeah, we'll wait.
Okay, from where I just dropped.
It's Tuldian.
Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Should stood ध्यान completed sign?
No, ma'am. Anahat chakra is describing. You describing the Anahat chakra.
Okay. Okay. Now screen is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Is the screen is visible?
Yes, ma'am, it
Yes,
is.
ma'am.
Okay, so moving to the next, it is thus about the Sahasrara Chakra. So here he is simply explaining you have to bring your whole awareness and concentration in the Sahasrara Chakra. And as you all know, ki our Sahasrara consists of a lotus which has 1,000 petals. Here there is a triangular shape which contains the Bija mantra Om. And you here you have to give your meditation point basically on your guru, whether it is your spiritual guru or some any kind of guru or the patni. Again here the sim, I think according to me it's a simile is used, ki whether the person who is more respected to you, the more closer to you, can be used as a tool for meditation. Okay, so these are the two techniques which has been explained in Gherand for doing sthul dhyan. Okay, so moving to the next is the Jyotir Dhyan or the Tejomay Dhyan. Again, he is explaining about the two techniques. One is the Kundalini, the another place is the you can do the meditation at two places. One at the place of Kundalini, the second at the place of Bhrumadhya. Anybody can locate what is the exact place of Kundalini?
It's a ma'am Kanda.
Between
Then
Muladhara,
when you go for the classification of chakras, can you locate according to the chakra where is the place of Kundalini? Usha ji, Sai, Sonia, Anita ji.
between Muladhara chakra and Swadhisthana chakra, ma'am.
Hmm? What? Explain it on.
Swadhisthana chakra, ma'am.
Between Muladhara and Swadhisthana chakra, ma'am.
Good. So at that one place, you can just meditate by bringing the like here you have to make a integration of Jivatma and Paramatma. That is the Pran and Apan. Here you have to just it is told to integrate, and you have to imagine the integration there. So the first place of meditation is Kundalini. The second is the Bhrumad. You have to bring the Bija mantra Om, and you have to meditate at your Bhrumad according to the Jyoti Dhyan. So basically, till now, question has not come in a very detail. They will ask you basically, ki, according to Gherand Samhita, how many types of dhyan there, and sometimes what are the two types of Sthul dhyan there, what are the two types of Jyoti dhyan is there. Okay, now last is the Sukshma Dhyan, Kundalini uh, plus Atma. Now you have just done the concentration on the Kundalini. Now the flow of prana slowly goes upside, reaching your Sahasrara or Brahmarandra. So Rajmarga is the synonym of the Kundalini, or also called the Shushumna Nadi, also called the Rajmarg. So here, after getting enhancement, this prana starting flows upside. Then at that time, you have to bring the awareness on the Sambhavi Mudra, Bhrumant, and you have to go for the Kundalini awakening practice at the level of Sukshma Dhyan. So these are the three techniques of meditation is explained in Gherand Samhita. Clear, everyone?
Ma'am, can you repeat the last one?
Last one is the final, means the highest. These all are at the physical level or the psychic level, but this is at the subtle levels. Subtle means sukshma dhyan, means you have to feel it, the subtle body, the subtle movement of the prana inside your spine. Basically, what you have to do, ki you have to apply Sambhavi Mudra, and you have to do the initial practice of awakening of your Kundalini, and you can observe, or you can feel that ki prana is flowing upward through the Rajmarg, that is the Sushumna, and there is a little bit of stimulation you can feel, and your prana is getting up from Kundalini and reaching the Brahmantra. Okay, so this is the explanation here for the Sukshma Dhyana.
Yes, ma'am.
That's what. Can we cover Samadhi also?
And the anahat and the ahat, that part also you just repeated one more time, ma'am. Anahat and ahat.
क्या फिर से बता
On
your voice.
the Sthula Dhyana, Anahat and Ahat, you said one has to meditate on Guru and Guru Patni.
Hmm.
So that picture that you have drawn there, the flower picture,
Mm-hmm.
what is that, ma'am? The thousand petal
It's
lotus, is it?
it's representing Sahasrar Chakra. Your Sahasrar Chakra. It is having 1,000 petals, and is having every chakra is having a shape, na, square, ardham, half moon, like that, circular,
Yes.
oval. So it has in circular position containing the Bija mantra Om. So these are the things which you have to keep, just focus. The point of meditate is basically the Sahasra.
Yeah. And what about the Guru and Guru Patni, ma'am?
मीन्स उनका ध्यान करना है, जैसे जो हमारे इष्ट होते हैं ना, ऐसे बोलते हैं पूजा करते वक्त अपने इष्ट का ध्यान करें, अपने गुरु का ध्यान करें, कुल देवता का ध्यान करें. So here again he is explaining ki you have to just to give your attention to your spiritual guru, your wife, or your parent, or anything like used as a simile.
Yeah.
Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Now last is the samadhi. This is the only very important thing which you have to learn in samadhi. Rest you can, for your study you can just go and study. इसमें क्या करना है? I think every twice a year the question will come from the samadhi. They will basically the question will be match the following. Okay, so he will be covering most of the, you have to match in Dhyana Yoga Samadhi, which mudra you are basically, in which samadhi which mudra is applied. So in the Dhyana Yoga Samadhi, Sambhavi mudra is applied. In the Nadi Yoga Samadhi, Bhramri mudra is applied. In Rasananda Samadhi, Khechari mudra is applied. Lay Siddhi is the, there are various, how many types of lay is there, do you know?
Thousands, ma'am. Thousands or even
Only
crores.
Everybody read Hat Ratnavali and just answer me this question tomorrow. How many types of lay are there? Okay. So in the Bhakti Yoga, you have to apply Manomurcha. In the Raj Yoga, you have to apply Kumbhaka. So just make a table and just relate every samadhi with the mudra. Okay. And that is the only question which is repeating every time. Okay. Anybody is having any doubt in this?
Ma'am, Yoni Mudra and Brahmari, what is the difference, ma'am?
So in Yoni Mudra, you just apply Sanmukhi Mudra. Okay. And you have to be silent. But in the Brahmari Mudra, you
We
have
should
in
do
you have
inside.
to chant also
Okay, ma'am. Okay. Thank you.
to listen your nad.
Okay, ma'am.
Everyone clear? You can take a screenshot. You can make a notes later. Clear, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so Gherand Sahita completed. Okay, tomorrow कल पढ़ाई करनी है?
Yes, ma'am.
कल क्या पढ़ना है? जल्दी बताओ फिर.
Atratnavali, ma'am.
Hatratnavali.
Yeah.
Actually, Hatratnavali is very similar to Hatratnavali only. Okay, I will make a short note for you. What is the difference between Hatratnavali and Hatyopadipka? Is it good for you? Because you have already read the Hatyapadipka.
Yeah,
Is it work for you?
Atratnavali, if we can get the differences highlighted, then that will be easy, ma'am.
Because the same thing will be repeating. I think in one way it will be good ki revision ho jayega, but in other way it will take long time because your Vasi Samhita, Shiv Samhita is already also pending. So I will try to make a comparison table and just present you, okay, tomorrow. And then on Sunday we will have 4 texts completed. 3, 4. Yoga Bees, whatever it
Yog
is.
Beach is
See
over,
this.
ma'am. Yog Beach is over.
That I know. Means I will ask the questions from all of these. Okay. Bye everyone. Have a good night.
Good night, ma'am.
Tomorrow timing. I will text you if I don't go if I don't go outside, then I will just start with the 7 o'clock, or either we can go with the this time only. चलेगा? नहीं चलेगा?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.